Okay, everyone, we're going to have another look at the use of the sine law to find an angle. So in this case, we're going to find angle B in triangle ABC. If we're given that angle A is 35 degrees, little b is 4.1, and little a is 2.1. So based on how we know that we're supposed to label these triangles, okay, this is what this is going to look like here, and I'm looking for angle B. I know this is a sine law question because I have the angle side pair for A. So this is going to be A over the sine of A is equal to B over the sine of B. And now I'm going to plug in my numbers. So 2.1 over the sine of 35 degrees will equal 4.1 over the sine of B. And as I've done before, what I'm going to do at this point here is I'm actually going to evaluate the sine of 35 because I want to avoid some very specific calculator errors that just unnecessarily come up frequently, regardless of kind of how we talk about it. So sine of 35 becomes 0.5736, and now I cross multiply, and this is something that we've done kind of over and over again. I hope you're really getting comfortable with the pattern here. I divide, okay, because that's always the step that follows that cross multiplication. 5736 over 2.1. I'm going to evaluate that, and I'm going to get 1.1199. Now, I know that I'm looking for a first quadrant angle and a second quadrant angle, but here's the problem that I run into when I get to this situation here. This ratio here is greater than 1. And so when I try to look for my reference angle, I'm going to find that that ends up giving me an error. When I take the inverse sine of 1.1199, I'm going to get an error, which means there is no solution to this. There isn't even a single triangle. There are 0 solutions to this problem. Okay, so if you've got 2 solutions, you end up with those 2 sets of angles there that work. The A, B, C. Okay, there are 2 sets of them. Everything works. If there's only one solution, it turns out one of those angles ends up being negative. But if you can't even get the reference angle, that means there's no solution. Essentially what's going on here is this is what you've got. Okay, this is the triangle that we're drawing where that side isn't even long enough to reach the opposite side of what's supposed to be a triangle there. And that's where that dies.